And we are back. We're back. Hi, good evening, everyone. Good Saturday evening, everyone. And what a good Saturday evening it is. It's been a lovely day, yada, yada, yada. The sun is out. It's sort of warm out compared to last week. Last night was the warehouse party. Yeah, it was quite a few DJs there. I heard that it was really, really rocking. Till about 2 o'clock or so. I'm glad to learn that everything is going to be all right, God willing, and it'll be right back in full effect come next week. It was the Mardi Gras party. The Motherland Movement merged with the Merge party. Yes, it was Diego Sands, Yuko, Pitch Control, Sabine Blazin'. Oh, Rasheem Halls, Diego Sands. Wow, what a lineup it was last night. And Charles McDougal, he opened up the second floor. He had 2 rooms up there. From what I was told, he mentioned that on Facebook. He had 2 rooms that was open with wooden floors. So it was just a parking problem. There was nothing else that was going on. Okay, so for all you naysayers, it was just about the parking. And some people up there, they saw that, didn't approve of that, and so that was that. But next week, God willing, everything will be back on track. Last weekend, went to the LRU Afro party. Gail G. Murphy does her thing. She does a swinging party. I'm telling you, I just love it. I love the energy. Gail is definitely a very good hostess. She just mingles with the crowd. I just love her. I love watching her. She works her crowd, and she works her crowd right. Proper hostess, yes, she is. The door people were fabulous, too. They were on point. They were very nice. No kind of problem or anything like that. The space was nice, too. I really dug the space. Right there on the 9th floor, easy to get to, as I said before. Murdo Joyce was playing. Who else was playing there? Sekou. It was Murto Joyce. God, Mr. Sunshine and Mr. V. Rock. How could I forget? Yeah, a lot of house notables there in the house. It was a very good party. A lot of us Jersey heads came out there. So Adrian Sykes was there. Yorel was there. Yes, indeed. And Charmaine, Emma. Just some of everybody. A lot of house notables there. And Paula Slade, Manasseh, we saw them coming in the house. Yeah, it was a very good party. And she's doing it again. She's back next Saturday, the 15th. Good. Saturday party. I love it. Saturday party in Manhattan. I'll be all rested. And come on out for the LRU Afro party again. That's going to be a banger. Then last week also checked out the warehouse for the first time. That was a really good party too. Naeem Johnson, we missed his I missed T. Mallory's set. It was a continuation of his birthday party. And I heard that he was on fire. I'm sorry I missed it because we stopped by Elevations in Court Zandy, Shize, with Mr. Sunshine. Once again, I missed Mr. Sunshine's set because he went on early and he was the opener, and I got there just as, he was off. But I'm going to catch him, though. So from there, we went to the warehouse. And I really liked that little space, too. It was very cute. They have, like, this off room that's from the dance floor, like a little sitting spot, like a den almost. That was really cute. Yeah, as I said, I like the space. And I definitely will go back and check it out. I'm glad that Charles is going to have everything rocking and rolling again to continue on. So, next week, guess what? If you haven't heard, I'm telling you now. The shelter is back with the old hours. Everybody, the after hours, everybody's been waiting for the after hours.
Right.
You wanted it, you asked for it, you begged for it, we got it.
5 in the morning until.
5 in the morning until. Okie doke. So.
The way it's supposed to be.
The way it's supposed to be, yes indeed. That's right there. That is going to be a banger, I believe. God willing, I'm going to be there in the house. Yes,
so
indeed.
You better start playing.
Indeed. Yes, so we got what we have been waiting for. And, Santos. Went to Santos last Sunday. That was a good party. Louis Vega was upstairs. Josh Milan. He performed. Oh, and the girl who sings.
Tracy Brathwaite.
Yeah, thank you, Tracy Brathwaite.
Yes,
She was there. I caught her. I accidentally happened to wander upstairs just to see what was going on because I was downstairs with Jihad and Frankie Feliciano. And they were both rocking. Of course, Frankie's set was just off the chain. It was good to hear him again. And of course, Jihad got on Slavey. He had a marvelous set. And between all that, I went upstairs and there was the show going on. It was great. It was really a nice party there too. And Mark, last week also there was Kim Lightfoot and Kaleem Shabazz. They were in the green room at Shelton. Timmy was, out front there. So that was a nice little thing for last Sunday. So next week, as I said before, some swinging banging parties going on for next week.
Mention Tyrone's party tonight.
And Tyrone Francis' party, the BKNY party, that is tonight. Gee, I'm going to see about trying to get out there tonight. I'm going to really try and do that. Yeah, that's a really hot party. It's always good. You can just see by all the pictures that, it's a really happening spot there. Very much happening. All right. Now, enough about me, us. Guess what? We have a very special guest here tonight. I'm so happy that he said yes, he'd come by and sit with us and chat, and let me ask him a few questions, okay? Yes, indeed. Yes, so, without any further ado, or anything like that, I bring to you the Slayer. That's what I call him, because he slays me. Mr. Jihad Muhammad.
Yay!
I know we get Jihad.
Yay!
What's going on? What's going on? HouseHeadz at home.
Indeed. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Yeah. He's been here for quite a long time for quite a while, just chatting it up with us. And wow, I dig Jihad. I've always liked Jihad and always liked to chat off from him outside of the party. So I was very glad that he said, he'd come by to grace us with his presence in my humble abode. So, Jihad, I don't know where to start. He's got such an extensive bio. That's a very good. I'm going to start very simple. You play all around town and all around the world. When you're home, what do you listen to?
It's funny because I don't really listen to music in the house that much. Unless I'm preparing for a set.
Really?
Yeah, unless I'm preparing for a set. I don't really, I listen to more music in my car.
Okay.
What music did you grow up listening to in your household? I want to start there.
Well, I'm a 68 kid,
Right.
I grew up in the 70s and stuff, so oh man. At my grandmother's house, we listened to CBS.
Right.
But of course.
Of course, BLS.
Yes.
We had a
WNJR.
Of course, in JR. Of course, in JR. But I was really into the slow jams like that.
Right.
Right. I used to play all the time, but
I got you.
And my father was a big jazz person, so BGO was always played in the house.
Indeed. 89.5.
And later on with Kiss FM,
Okay.
So name some of the artists or.
Well, you have done a lot of production too.
Wait a second. In your household, just name some of them. I guess I'm sure you heard Earth, Wind, and Fire, etc. What was played in your household while you were growing up?
Earth, Wind, and Fire, Chuck Mangione, Herb Alpert, OJ. It was Elton John. It was fast.
It was,
It was vast.
Yeah, it's a little bit of everything. Yeah, that's how they
I
play
liked about
music, anyways.
CBS.
Yeah,
and even now I tune into CBS.
Do you really?
When I'm in the car, I've listened to more of that lately, than BLS now, because the format really hasn't changed from the time that I was young to now. You know, they still have pretty much the same format. The music that they play pretty much is the same. And you know, I like to reminisce every now and then.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, you want to hear quality music.
Right.
There's nothing wrong
Not
with
that, you know, not that I don't hear quality music on BLS, because I like to hear the updated R&B and some of the old school R&B as well. But you know, I like to have a variety of, you know.
I agree. Yeah, I'm a light FM person myself.
Okay.
CBS FM is cool.
So, when you've worked with several artists, you produce several tracks for quite a few people out there. Do you have any faves? And what, I asked you this once before, how do you go about producing? How do you take just a straight up vocal? How do you know what to do with that? And how long does it take for you to get it together?
I think my process starts with just trying to build a beat, you know, because I'm a DJ, and because the music is more DJ oriented these days, you want to play something that you feel can pretty much move a dance floor. You know, so of course my beats have to be dance floor compatible. You know, so I start there, and sometimes it takes a little while. You know, getting the groove right is not something that, you know, happens overnight. You know, you gotta sit with it for a little while, and then you have to, you know, gain inspiration from other music that you listen to. You know, and then, you know, once I figured I got the groove right, then I'll call in, you know, whatever musician I'm working with, and we'll lay down something. You know, I may previously have a melody in my head that I may tell him to lay down. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You know, it's all trial and error. But once we get it right, you know, once we get it right, we get it right.
Yeah, because your mixes be on point. What's that tune? I'm just a girl. That track. Oh God! Well,
you know, I didn't produce that.
You didn't do that one?
I didn't do that. That was DJ Spin.
Oh,
mix
really?
that I played. Yeah,
wow, wow. Oh, I love that mix.
Like Ian's, right?
Yeah, I like Ian's mix.
Oh, I love that, man.
I heard a recent one. As a matter of fact, it was with Regan.
Oh, yes, we did.
And I was like, well, when you complete that mix, give me a copy if I want to hear it. It sounded really dope. A little different than I heard.
Yeah, yeah, but still true to the track.
Genre.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
The original artist, her name, I wrote it down.
Erin Leah.
Oh, that's who it is.
Yes. She's fabulous. I love her.
Okay.
I think she even has a YouTube page as well.
Oh, does she? Oh, I'd definitely like to check her out. Yeah, I like that. So sprite and springy like.
Y'all just gave me an idea.
Oh,
you just gave me an idea. Yep. Just gave me an idea.
Okay, that's what's up.
Okay.
Can I ask you a question? It's my turn, Mr. Jordan. I'm gonna keep it with the format. Try to lead up to something. Like playing. Going back with you. When you were a youth in Newark, New Jersey, and listening to 98.7 Kiss FM at night, the master mixes, as they were called then. Is it true that you would mimic the edits of Chef Pettibone and Tony Humphries?
Well,
is it true that you tried to do that?
Well, yeah, it's true. I mean, Chef Pettibone, Larry the Band used to be on BLS back when I was really kind of listening to T. Scott had a stint on the air. Chef Pettibone
And now another great hit from Flo.
But don't forget too
from Progressive
that I used to listen to KTU.
Yes.
The Latin Rascals.
Yes.
Taco and all those
Taco.
guys.
Yes.
You know, so all those guys
Right.
used to do
I remember
edits.
Taco.
Hippie Terralis was on KTU back then when they used to have the
Big shout out to Hippie
the battles.
Terralis.
They used to have the battles.
Wow. I thought about that so many
So their edits,
Talk about it.
their edits were a little bit more like edits that I really try to mimic.
Okay.
Because they were like, back then they were using real, you know, so actually cut and slice all those like outtakes and put them together.
Right.
And then when you hear the final product, you're like, God damn, how the hell did they do that? You know?
Right.
So
Right.
what me and my brother Omar used to do was make pause tapes.
Okay.
You know, we would sit in front of a record player, put our boom box that had the pause button in front of the record player. And we would pause certain parts of the record.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And go back maybe to that section that we wanted to repeat again.
Okay.
And pause it back in. And then pause it again.
Right.
You know, so some edits took a little while. You know, but
Wow.
those were the ideas that,
Painstaking.
yeah, those were the ideas that we had when we used to.
This is the raw shit.
Wow, that's all right.
Only
Damn,
heard on
that's all
HouseHeadz
right.
at home.
So where did you first play? Where did you give you your first?
My first gig in a club was for my man James Murray at Club Eclipse.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like, I don't remember what kind of party it was, but it was, you know, a regular party or whatever he was throwing.
Yeah.
He said, hey, I want you to play. So that was my first time playing.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Interesting. Very, very interesting. That right there at the Eclipse, because we used to go there after when Pac first started, and we would go there and catch you over there.
Yeah.
And do you ever play other venues other than house? Does anybody ask you to play like a regular R&B kind of a party? You know what I'm saying? No? You just strictly always stick to that.
Strictly
That's all
underground.
right.
Well,
That's
you
not
got to
really
remember, too, the music that we used to hear coming up was considered R&B. So it was like a down-tempo style R&B that we used to play. So that's what I grew up listening to.
Right.
You know, joints like Searching to Find the One, D-Train, and stuff like that. Well, just regular joints that we used to hear on the radio, but were also played in the clubs. Now, back then, I was way too young to go to a club, but I used to hear it so much that, you know, it was the music of my choice.
Yes,
you know?
Okay. Fair enough.
Can I ask you this? Do you think that, two questions actually. Would you say that you've converted hardcore R&B and hip hop heads to electronic dance music? And you're
get you in the camera.
Playing?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay.
I mean,
I've heard that. That's why I asked.
I'm sure that there probably been some people who may not have been true house heads that may have come to a party or two and said, "Oh man, you know, I like the vibe."
Right.
You know, but I don't know about the whole conversion.
Okay. What about the movement or the idea of the movement to bring dance music back on track in New Jersey, particularly Newark, and introduce global soul music? Do you think you accomplished that vision?
Oh, you're a major part of that, right? When you consider that.
I think my role in it was just primarily to just do a good party.
Yeah.
Okay.
Consistency, you know, like when we started Metro Galaxy and the party was called The Movement.
Right.
The
original movement.
Yeah, I wanted to do something different. I wanted to play newer music at the time.
Yeah,
Right.
and
Mine,
you did.
nothing was going on really at that time. Wasn't nothing popping.
Wasn't nothing really going on at that
Right.
time. I mean, I had just left Eclipse
Mm-hmm.
and just so happened to stumble in on Metro Galaxy. So I talked to the owner and he let us do the party there. But our original date to start the party was the week of September 11th.
Okay.
So we decided to push it back a
Oh
week.
my God, yeah.
We decided to push it back a week,
Mhm.
which probably was like September 17, 2001 or something like that.
Mhm.
Right. Right.
And we did it for a year, every Saturday.
Yes, that's
Indeed.
Weekly.
Yes,
No.
weekly
indeed.
party in Newark, New Jersey.
Oh, it was the jump off, I tell you. A lot of New York heads were coming up in there before they went to shelter.
Yes.
Because of the September 11th thing in New York, shelter had closed down because they closed that whole area off.
Right,
That's
that's
correct.
right. That's very
You
true.
know, it was crazy.
Right.
Is me and Kevin Hedge had did a radio show. I forget the name of the show, but my man T.O. Sweet used to do the show in Manhattan, and I remember September 10th, us riding past the World Trade Center,
Wow.
Wow.
and the next day, you know, that whole thing happened.
Wow. Yeah, and the walls came
Wow.
tumbling down. Wow. Wow. What a moment that was.
But before we lose that moment, great times at the movement at Metro
Yes,
Galaxy.
indeed, indeed.
Troy, you already know. Big shout out to Mercedes, Lawrence, Leah Bennett.
All the shelter heads. All the New
They're all
York
the shelter
heads.
heads. As a matter
All
of
the
fact,
New York heads.
walk
Always
without
came out to
jump
support.
on because
And
after
they
we did
still
that,
do.
It was
That's
their-
right.
Those were the original shelter heads.
Yes.
Correct.
You heard it
Ruthie.
here. That's right.
Talk about
I've seen the
Leah,
pictures, the throwback pictures.
Lisa Moore,
Talk about it.
Mia,
Yeah.
Talk
Oh,
about
wow.
Leah,
Yes.
Leah.
you know, Roy
Ruthie.
Superman,
Roy, that's
Roy
right.
Lawrence,
Yes.
you know, all of them.
Artie.
Heavenly,
Yes.
you know what I
Mercedes'
mean?
husband.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, Art,
Pebbles.
that's right.
Zimmerman. Big shout out to Pebbles Zimmerman. I heard you back in town. I'll see you at the after hours.
So Metro became like the what they dubbed at one point the shelter warm-up party.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Shelter
correct.
opened back up on 39th Street.
Yes. At speed.
Right. They kind of dubbed it the shelter warm-up party, which was an honor.
It
you know.
was.
Indeed, it was. That's right. You got
Ah,
everybody
you were
rocking and
rocking it.
reeling and ready to keep going.
Speaking of such, the staff, Bush Buchanan, Terry Smooth Smith,
That's right.
and what was
My
that
man,
other brother's name?
Johnny Davis. Was
Johnny
the opening
Davis.
DJ.
Oh, that's right. Configure.
That was
Okay.
their staff.
Right.
And a good staff they were
We
too.
had Gina at the door. My girl
Okay,
Gina at the
right.
door.
That's right.
And we had Joe the owner and Adriana the bartender.
Right.
Now, when you play around to different venues, do you have any favorite spots that you like to play at that you know for sound quality, for that purpose alone, that you like playing at, that you don't have to do so much to, you know?
Now,
Yeah. Even
Well,
in the past, too.
well, you know, we was at Santos last week.
Yeah.
Downstairs was rocking.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
I liked Sullivan Room for the energy
Yeah.
that like Live Asian gave or
Yeah.
Funk Box gave.
Yeah.
And of course, you know, once we got the coffee cave like really situated with the sound,
Right.
it became, you know, my home.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, you were very comfortable.
And then, you know, if we talk about international gigs,
Yeah.
when I go to Japan, the systems are always tight.
Yeah.
over there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would imagine so. Yeah, of course. That's,
yeah.
make all the sound. Yeah, that's right. But of course. And speaking of such, of going away,
Yeah.
you are
That's
going to London.
Next week,
It's
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
15. Wow. And where will you be playing there? Ministry of Sound?
I'm out there at a place called The Garage, right? With the Making Moves crew, my boy James E and Matt LS.
Okay.
So, you know, we're going to go out there and rock out. And I hear from the grapevine that my people, Nina Provençal, who did the song I produced, Soul Savior, is going to be singing as well, too. So.
Oh, wow. Gee. Wow. Well, I would love to be over there for that one. But if I went, I don't think I'd come back. This time, I wouldn't come back.
Let me ask you this.
But wow, how about that? And what? Excuse me, Winter Music Conference.
Yes, Winter Music Conference.
That's
Jihad has his own conference.
Line up.
BPM party with myself, DJ Beloved, Ceres, Yuko, Mark Francis, and Gigi Testa, my man from Italy, who hosted me out there for his Not Everyone Understands House Music party that I did.
Wow! Oh my gosh!
It should be pretty good.
I would love to just fly down there for that and come back and get to work the next day. Oh my God! I'm thinking about that because that's my birthday. April 4th around that time.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, I usually try to treat myself in South Beach, you know, or somewhere, you know, for my birthday. I would like to do that. So, yes, if my daughter and nephew are listening, that's what your mother and your Aunt Troy would like. just to check out that party. Wow, that's gonna be you literally could pour some gasoline on the floor and light a match because that is going to be on fire. Oh my gosh! Yes, indeed, indeed. Do you ever think you'll get tired of playing?
I did one year.
Really?
In 1996, I stopped playing. I stopped for a year.
Really? Why?
The scene was getting kind of boring to me. And you know, it was getting so boring that I was kind of over it.
Yeah, really. What was boring about it? Was the dancers not the energy there, or the
really
music
too many
that's
good
coming
parties
through?
happening around '96. The music wasn't really all that for me at that point, and I just got tired of it.
Yeah.
I gave myself a good break for a year.
Oh.
I made the mistake of selling records and stuff, but I got them back.
Okay, that's what's important.
I got them back.
I didn't know that. You hung up your headphones.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Gee. Well, hey, I'm glad you reconsidered and came back to the scene.
Yes.
Back to the scene.
Keeping dance music alive.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. So now that the Coffee Cave, which was your home, has kind of closed for that party because of the complainers and the ne'er-do-wells.
Justification.
So, yeah, because of all of that. You see what happens? But you see, people are going to regret that. You come over here, what are you going to do for nightlife? You're going to run back to New York? That's ridiculous. But, hey, unfortunately, that's the nature of the beast. And I mean that literally, the beast. So, but what are you going to do? Or you just...
I've been busy, you know, since Coffee Cave is closed.
That's crazy. What he's going to do? He ain't going to be here next week. I'll be in London.
Well, I mean, we done the gig with Louis. I've done a gig with Bradford James.
Bradford James.
About a couple of weeks ago. What else have I done? Well, you know, we're flying out to London and we're going to Miami.
Right.
And March 21st, I will be doing my first Jersey gig since Coffee Cave is closed up at Club Elevation with the Love House crew.
Oh,
Donna Edwards.
Right.
That's the party. That's the party. Shout that party out.
Well, you just did.
So,
big shout out to Donna Edwards.
Yes, and God willing, Donna Edwards. Yes, I will try my very, very best.
We will be there.
Yes, well, because my birthday is April 4th, and your party is April 5th, and she is a fellow Aries.
Everybody should get on the bus or drive up to Boston with me because I'm playing in Boston on April 19th.
Oh, really? And that's the end of April. It's into Aries. Okay.
And I'm doing Are You Afro in April.
Are You Afro, Jihad Muhammad? Stop playing. I love it. I love it.
I'm doing Love Lounge in Elizabeth on the 22nd.
Wow,
Yeah, so
Very
things going on.
I would definitely like to do that. You heard it here, folks. And he's going to do the RU Afro party. Gail G,
bang the drum continues.
Yes, indeed. Bang the drum. It's RU Afro.
Don't stop.
And of course, you will be Afro after that with the drums and all. Yes, indeed. Wow, wait, how about that? You heard it here, folks.
What?
Yes.
The Butter Soul Cafe topic. I want to discuss that.
No.
Jocks. In my opinion, I believe that no disrespect to any other internet stations or any other DJs that play on any other internet stations, but Butter Soul Cafe, the first team, the second team, the third team, they got teams, official. All the DJs bring something to the table. It's like they are a threat. Big shout out to David Castellano from Spain. You hold your slot down, all the way from Spain. All right, so that's what I'm talking about. Dave Vasquez, Hot Rod. Okay, Mark Lewis.
No, they all rock. Butter Soul Cafe, yes indeed. Yes,
you already
indeed.
know.
And
Yeah,
Jihad is on there. Yes indeed. It was at Tuesdays from 5 till.
I'm 5 to 8.
5 to 8.
Yes.
Monday you got Yuko.
Yes, 6 to 8. She is.
No, she's from 7 to 9.
7 to 9.
7 to 9.
You got me from 5 to 8 on Tuesdays. Wednesdays you got David Castellano.
Yes, 2 to 6.
Thursdays, well you got David Vasquez too from 6 to 8.
6 to 8.
Yes. We caught him last week too.
Talk about it.
Yes, we did indeed. We were checking David out, and it was a very good
12
set.
to 4 on Thursdays.
4 hours of foolishness.
Mark Lewis.
Yes.
It's on Thursday evening. I know you got Hot Rod on Saturdays.
On Saturdays from 6.
Yes, indeed.
But I'm going to be real with you. I also do another show out of Montreal.
Oh, wow.
Called Motion FM.
Motion FM?
Yeah, Motion FM. I believe my time slot is from 7 to 8 on Motion FM.
What days?
Every Friday.
Every Friday.
7 to 8.
Oh, gotta check that out.
FM.
I think you should check that out too,
Okay.
because I do it. Musalave does it.
Oh, wow.
I mean, there's a whole host of DJs.
Really?
Thanks for the heads up. Yeah.
The one thing I like about that station is that it's continuous, non-stop.
Okay.
Oh.
No commercials.
Yeah.
Wow, it's almost like being at a party.
Right. Well, it's almost like listening to the radio.
Exactly, yeah.
And knowing that, you know, you have a specific lineup of people that you know will be on at a certain time. So,
right. And it's official.
Do you go to Canada to do that? No, you can just do it from here. Yeah, you send a mix in there. Oh, wow.
His catalog is extensive. He can do that.
Wow, how about that?
But I got one question. I really got it's like a... All right. You've been doing this a while. You've been really laying it down for at least the last 5 years. Hard body. If it wasn't for you, Jihad Muhammad, dance music would have fell off the door. I'm going to keep it 100. That's my opinion. All right, ain't no...
I'm saying,
no.
Don't look at me funny.
You ain't here with me. I don't believe
it.
You know, that's just
saying. Besides a few shots, I'm talking with a DJ. Like, ain't nobody like been holding it steady. Like, your passion for it, the glue to it. I mean, I don't know. But I don't see that passion.
Well, he has a following, that's for sure. You know,
you got other DJs that have been doing parties.
Yeah, that's true too. That's right. T. Mallory.
He is good.
He's underrated. Yeah, Darnell.
You know, back in the day, you know,
Dip can rock.
Yeah.
You know, and then when Stacey left, Dip and Barry B took over.
Yes, they did.
Elevation, and they kept that thing flowing.
And it's still going. You know? Yes, indeed. And got a very good sound up there too.
Yeah,
Dip is wonders for that sound.
Big shout out to Devon Tariq.
Indeed. Don't sleep on none of them. That's a hot part. I just don't go up there enough because, you know, it's just, you know, getting up there or getting back really. But no, I love that. They got the best sound. You know, some of the best sound around. Do you enjoy or do you find any difference playing in Jersey and just even in New York? Do you find the crowd or the heads any different or just everything's like really still got the same kind of energy?
There used to be a difference back in the day. You You know, Jersey is very Jersey. You know, it's very contained. You know, which can be good and which can be bad. It could be good because you know we all we got. It could be bad because if you don't reach out to the outside world, you start to just become, your mind just becomes closed to a certain style of music. You know? So, of course, you know, we used to always party in New York because we enjoyed the nightlife of New York. We enjoyed
after hours.
We enjoyed the openness of the DJs and the music that they played, and you know, we kind of thought at one point the DJs in New York were more avant-garde than you know.
That's true. We did, exactly.
You know, but now I think that it's pretty much on the same level. You know, Jersey, New York, the scene itself, the music that we play is pretty much on the same level. The people are enjoying the music more now than before. They're a bit more open now. You know, you got to remember too, you know, some people might get mad when I say this, but Jersey, I believe, has been years behind New York. A lot of the activities and events that were going on in New York, a lot of the Jersey has
anything from a similar strain from dressing too, for that matter.
They started getting into it, you know. I mean, even myself, you know, let's say back around 1997 was one of the first times that I actually went to Coney Island. You know, I didn't know, you know, they were doing parties on the boardwalk like that, you know. And that's me. I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, once I started getting hip to that, I was like, all right, this is cool, you know.
You better in the light next to me. This way.
You see me?
Yeah, just because the sun is setting. If you come closer to me. All right. Don't be scared. I won't bite you.
So you know, people really started getting hip. You know, let's say I think people really started getting hip the first year of Linkin Park.
Of course.
When Joe performed, and nobody knew who Joe was.
Of course. Well, we were there.
That's true.
Right.
We were there, and we heard your opening set. Okay, myself, Troy, George Ross. We were there, and that was the beginning of Linkin Park.
Right.
We were the first. We were there along with other people.
Right. And you know, Joe is a personal friend, but I met Joe at Dance Tracks in New York. He used to, you know, sell records at Dance Tracks. So we knew of Joe years before Linkin Park.
Right. Now,
you know,
I knew of Joe from the party, the real Body and Soul party.
The real Body and Soul party.
That's what I was about to say. Jeannie Harper's show, Liquid Sound Lounge, and all the rest of those guys.
And you know, of course, Body and Soul, and then Love, of course.
Yes.
You know, so we knew who Joe was.
I love.
So, of course, Joe got, you know, some of our Jersey heads open, and they started venturing out to Body and Soul, and eventually they started venturing out to the boat rides that Joe and Danny used to do.
Right.
Yes.
And then started venturing out to 718.
That's correct.
You know, now 718, I went when it was in Brooklyn.
Right.
You know.
Right.
But then they had once they moved to Manhattan, Danny was doing the spot on I think it was
what's that, D?
23rd Street. Yeah, D. Right.
That's her favorite spot.
Yeah.
That's her favorite spot. D.
Right.
Talk about that.
So you know, there were only really like a few Jersey heads that you actually saw. Like
yes, I love that spot. It's like South
Deirdre Covington.
Yes, Miss D.
Okay, Miss D.
Yes.
Right.
She was always at 718.
Right.
And so it was cool.
Yes,
People
she
just
was.
started eventually migrating outside of New York and started going to the outdoor events, the Fort Greens and the Coney Island.
Yeah, it got open to all of that.
Things like that, so I think it's a good thing. I think that it's equal ground now.
Well, it helps to keep, it's got to keep the scene going, you know what I'm saying? It could be a very good thing, it could be a very good thing, because, like I said, you keep the scene going. There's some people who have, stopped altogether for whatever reasons, and that's cool. That is cool. You grow up, you grow out of certain things, and for those who still in it and still dig it, you still want to have the crowd, you know what I'm saying? So
trust me, house
if we're
music
all
is still
on the same level, yes.
Keep you young.
Yes, it does.
You won't be so beat up in the face. Trust me, get involved. Dance more. You won't be so beat up in the face.
Okay. You're telling me.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it made me lose my little line of questioning with the beat up in the face thing. But, okay. Well, what do you see the nature of house music now as it's progressing? In your opinion as a DJ, do you see it flourishing or becoming stagnant, or progressively just moving on?
Well, I can say a lot about that.
Please do.
One thing that I see that I don't like is that some of our patrons have become party promoters now.
Okay.
And that's not to say that it's too much of a bad thing, but we don't have that many heads anymore like we used to. Those people who used to be heads have now taken on trying to become a part of the business in regards to being like party promoters and stuff like that, which is great if you're bringing more heads in, right? But you have to bring more heads in.
Exactly.
We don't have, or especially in Jersey, we don't have too many younger people coming through the doors in our clubs, you know what I mean? Maybe in New York you may see a lot more younger folks. You have parties like Funk Box.
Right, that's right. They do bring the younger cats.
Have a lot more younger dancers. Right. But in Jersey, you don't have too many younger heads coming through. So that's one of the problems. I think
it's a big problem.
That's a very valid point. That's right. You're going to promote, but you're not bringing in anybody else in there.
Yeah, because promotion back in the day was, I'm the promoter. I could put my name on a flyer as a promoter. Yet, because my name was on the flyer as a promoter, I'm bringing people in the door.
At least 50.
You know what I mean? I'm bringing people in the door.
Right.
Not just the same people that come to the party because they like the DJ. We're talking about you going out and promoting and pulling newer people in.
That's correct. And that's promoting.
I don't really see too many people doing that. Now I think that the people who are coming in the door now are coming because they like the particular DJ.
Okay.
Of course, back in the day we had the system where once you made a flyer and the promoter marked his flyer, then once so many flyers came in, that promoter would get a couple of dollars a head off of each person who came in with
Right, that's right, yeah.
That system isn't like that anymore because people don't go out
and went out with the
hand to hand promotion. You know what I'm saying? They don't do hand to hand promotion like they used to.
Okay.
So it's I don't think that it's bad. I just think that it can be revitalized. And we have to find new places and get younger people involved in order to bring younger people in.
Right, in order to keep it going, keep it alive, keep
we
it
can't
fresh,
keep doing this for that much
and
longer.
all that. I'm gonna try and do it as long as I can, as long as I physically fit and I enjoy dancing. So, well, again, I say, speak for yourself.
Timmy, you better start playing after hours.
Okay, so listen, folks. This has gone, wow, we did 44 minutes. Wow, we really doing a long interview this time. And it has been great. Huh? Yes, we should have a part 2. I would like to bring Jihad back on. Once he relaxes and gets back and comes get himself back together again. Once he's back from London, of course. And from Winter Music Conference.
So I'm going to give you guys your last closing questions.
Yes. Okay.
Last closing questions, Troy.
My last closing questions. Wow, my God. He's only going to give
you
me 2.
I get a chance.
Nah, you take his me.
He's really good. My question is, wow. Are you looking, will you eventually be looking for your own spot again to have your weekly party? How do you feel about that? Or will you just relax and just enjoy just doing your thing and playing at various different venues for the people?
Well, I have an opportunity to do monthly at Lava Lounge. I'm contemplating it. You know, location is everything.
Indeed.
Right.
But I will say this, that I think that because we touched on the regentrification aspect of Newark, New Jersey, that Newark doesn't seem to be the hot spot that it used to be for our
I was afraid you were
nightlife.
going to say that.
Unfortunately,
it doesn't. I mean, you know, this is why people go to the warehouse in East Orange, you know, which back in the day, it really didn't even matter where we party, you know, because we used to go to Irvington,
That's
East Orange,
sure did.
Patterson,
Cosmos,
wherever it was at.
You know, we used to travel.
Yes, we did.
And
so
didn't
now
even think anything of it.
We've become so used to and comfortable just partying in particular spots that, you know, this might be the time that we even have to find places outside of the norm.
Yeah, it looks like we may have to do that. Yeah, with everything closing down. But if it's accessible, as long as it's accessible and it's in a pretty decent, you know, neighborhood or what have you. Yeah. Well, how did you get to the Lava Lounge? Is it near a train station?
Yeah,
Lava Lounge is on, I believe.
Is it a Front Street?
Front Street,
right?
In Elizabeth, a very secluded area. Not secluded in a bad way, but great in the summertime.
Oh,
really?
We have some plans in the summertime that the owners there, man, are like really opening the doors up for us.
Oh, well, that's a beautiful thing.
Whatever we want to do. He has this parking lot he wants to do outdoor events at. He's directly across the street from the waterfront in Elizabeth.
Okay.
So once they fix that up, because Hurricane Sandy damaged it, he has access to that. So I can see it really being a real chill out spot in the summertime.
Oh,
exclusive.
Make that happen. Yeah,
exclusive.
That's nice. And we all like outdoors.
Yeah, we do.
In the summertime.
So for now, for me,
especially if it's not blazing.
I'm not really, at first I was concentrating on trying to find another spot to continue the momentum of the party.
Yeah.
But as long as I'm playing out, which I know I will be.
Yeah, of course.
Book here, book everywhere, all over the world.
Here, there, everywhere.
You know, but I'm not going to settle
worldwide
on anything just to do it. You know, I want to find a spot that makes sense.
That's all right. That's all right. Because then if you do that, you know, the next thing you turn around, somebody else will be shutting down the door. You're absolutely right. Yeah, it takes a lot of painstaking footwork and ear work and everything else to work that out. Yeah, make sure you get the right
We also
spot.
have to remember too that, you know, our househeads don't really drink. Therefore, that makes it even more difficult to find a place.
That's true.
So when we do find a place, we may have to rent out the place. You know, we may have to rent out the place and control it ourselves.
Right.
As opposed to going to an owner who's expecting a certain amount of money to be made at the bar.
Okay.
Right.
You know, so
alleviate that, rent the place out altogether.
Right.
And that being said, because I do have to try to publish this, and it's going on to almost an hour. I hope I can publish it for up to that length of time. I've never gone over 35 minutes, but this was really great. It's so easy to talk to Jihad. I can just listen to him and chat with him all night long. But time permitting, and I don't want to bore you guys either. I don't want you to walk away and say, oh gosh, this is going on too long. Please sit down and watch the whole thing when you do have time. Okay, I appreciate that. We both appreciate it. It's been a real blast having you here, Jihad. We've learned some very, very new things, especially about this latest venue at the Lava Lounge. So that would be great, considering, God willing, spring, summer is right around the corner. And, yeah, I think you'll get a really good response for that, you know?
I hope so.
Yeah, New York heads to come over here, you know?
Right.
And you'll have guests, other people there, guest DJs and all that playing. God willing, yes, we will be there. HouseHeadz at home. So, until the next time, yes, peace. When you go with God. You will be all right. And always remember, because this is my motto, when you feel like you're at the end of your rope, you tie a knot in it and dance. That's right.
Dance strong.
Indeed, it works for me. Night.